Welcome to SDK Pathshala. Hello student. So we are in our second class on this chapter work, power and energy. So previously we have come to know about power. So we will continue from power. That power is the rate of doing work. So power is the rate of doing work. So work done per unit time is also known as power. So what will be the dimension of the power? So work is force into displacement by time. So now force, what is the dimension of force? ml t to the power minus 2. Displacement L and time t. So we'll get m L square t to the power minus 3. So this is the dimension of power. This is the dimension of power. So what is the SI unit? SI unit of power is, what is the SI unit of work? SI unit of work is joule. So joule, and for time, second. So this is known as joule per second. So SI unit of work is joule per second, which is also known as watt. W-A-T-T, watt. So 1 watt is equals to 1 joule per second. Okay, so if any agent or anything will do 1 joule of work in every 1 second, then its power is 1 watt. Okay, next, in CGS unit, you can say in CGS system, its unit is arc per second. Okay, so this is about power. Now suppose there is a bulb which is rated as 22 volt 60 watt. What does it mean? If the bulb is connected with a potential of 220 volt across its terminal, then it will consume 60 joule of electrical energy per second. Okay, understand? Very easy. Next, a man like me of mass 90 kg, okay, is moving upstairs, and each stair is having a height of 20 centimeter each. Okay, and there are, suppose 20 stairs. Okay, 20 stairs. So how much he need to cover? He need to cover S equals to 20 into 20, that is 400 centimeter. Suppose that is 4 meter. Okay, so next what we need to find? We need to find the work done by him, and if we do that in 2 seconds, then what will be his power? So power is equals to work by time. Here work is force into displacement by time. Here force is equals to, force will be equals to mass into acceleration due to gravity. So we can write mg into s by t. Now put the value of m, 90, put the value of g. Let g is 10 meter per second square into s. S is displacement, that is 4, by time is 2. So 2 2s are 4, so 9 2s are 18. This, okay, so this obviously joule per second, so, or watt is the power of the man. Okay, understand? Next, from power we can find out the relation of power and the velocity. How? Suppose So from the formula, P is equals to power is equals to work done by time. So work is equals to force into displacement by time. Now we can write force into S by T. Displacement by time is velocity. So power is equals to force into velocity. So power is equals to force into velocity. Now energy. Okay, so energy. What do you mean by energy? Yes, energy is the ability to do work is known as the energy. So we know different kind of energy like solar energy, like light energy, like mechanical energy. Okay, so in this chapter we are going to learn about two mechanical energy mainly, which is one is potential energy and the second one is kinetic energy. So first, potential energy. What do you mean by potential energy? Potential energy is a type of energy which stored in a particular body due to the virtue of its position or configuration. Means when you change the position of a particular body, or if we change the configuration of the body, then it will gain a particular energy which is known as the potential energy. I am giving you a very simple example. Suppose in case of bow and arrow, what we do, we just pull the string. We just pull the string like this. Okay, and the string become this, and the arrow goes in this direction when you lose the string. So what does it indicate? Whenever you put the string in a particular position which is not its normal position, that means you change the position or you have changed the configuration in this case, so that's why it will gain a particular amount of energy, and that energy is known as potential energy, which is eventually converted into the kinetic energy in case of the arrow. Okay, so what is potential energy then? Potential energy is the energy which stored in a particular body due to the virtue of its change in position or change in configuration. Let us consider change in position. Suppose in case of a hammer, we used to, suppose there is a nail and you need to put the nail into the wooden block. So what you need to do? We need to hammer it. So in case of hammering it, what we do? We just uplift the hammer into this position and bang on it, and then it will enter into the wood. Okay, so what is there, or why we put the hammer like this, or why we raise the hammer? Because it will gain the amount of potential energy. Okay, next, so how can you measure the potential energy? So, or in case of gravitational potential energy, how can you measure the gravitational potential energy? Gravitational potential energy is a kind of energy which stored in a particular body due to the virtue of its change in position with respect to earth generally, or earth surface. Okay, so suppose there is a body kept on the floor of mass m. Now it is attracted by the earth gravity by a force mg. So we need to apply a force mg to pull it off. Okay, greater than mg, slightly greater than mg, to pull it off. Suppose we pull it with a force of mg. So F equals to mg, and if we put it over here or pull it over here, then what should be the displacement? H is the height or H is the displacement. So to find out the energy, or to find out what much you need to do the work, is equals to force into displacement. that is m into g into h, and that work what you have done to bring the mass from here to here will stored as an energy on the body, and it is known as the gravitational potential energy. So the gravitational potential energy is measured by m into g into h, the mass of the body, height above the ground where you want to bring the body, or and g is equals to the acceleration due to gravity. Okay, next thing is that kinetic energy. Now what is kinetic energy? Kinetic energy, kinetic energy, ek, or kinetic energy refers to the motion. Kinetic energy refers to the motion. So whenever a body is in motion, then the energy acquired by him or her or the body is known as the kinetic energy. Why I am telling him or her? Because in case of a long jump or high jump, or in case of a bowler, they used to run before jump, they used to run before the bowling. Why they used to run? They used to run because they need the energy. Okay, and that energy gained by a moving body is known as the kinetic energy. Okay, so how will you get to know the mathematical equation of the kinetic energy? Very simple. Okay, so at first we need to know, suppose there is a body of mass m which is at rest. So for initial velocity is 0. Next, if we apply a force F, so after some time it will acquire a velocity of v. Okay, and an acceleration of a. Now we know na v square is equals to u square plus 2as. So sorry, it will be v square. So v square is equals to u square plus 2as, but u is here is 0. So v square is equals to 2as, or a will be v square by 2s. Now what is the energy? If to find out the energy, we need to find out the work. The amount of work done by the body or done on the body is known as the energy. Okay, so energy is the work done by the body. So work is equals to force into displacement. So force is equals to mass into acceleration ma here. And what is displacement? Keep the displacement like this. So m, instead of a you can write v square by 2s and s here. So s cancel out. Work done is equals to half mv square, and this amount of work can be done by the body. So the amount of energy present in the body is half mv square. Why? Because work and energy is equivalent. Okay, now there is a law of conservation of energy. What do you mean by conservation of energy? Conservation of energy says that, or tells that, the total energy of this universe is constant. Okay, and you can't create energy, you can't destroy energy. What you can do? You can only transfer one type of energy to another type of energy. Okay, so let us say in case of a particular body which is freely falling, or in case of a freely falling body, will the total mechanical energy remain constant or not? Okay, let's find out. Suppose there is a body of mass m which is acted upon by the gravitational force only. So the body is freely falling body. So here the initial velocity is 0. Now if it is allowed to fall freely, suppose the height is h, above the ground it is. Now after, so we are taking 3 points at point A. This is the point A. After some time in this point, this is the point B, and C point is just above the ground, is the C point. And we need to find out whether the total mechanical energy remains constant or not. Okay, so to find out, at first at point A, what is the potential energy? EP, from the formula will get EP at A, point A, EP will be m into g into h, because h is the height, but EK will be half m u square here, na? U is the velocity, but u is 0, so half into m into 0 will be 0. So total energy E at A will be EP plus EK, which will be mgh plus 0 will be mgh. Okay, so at A, EP, EA, that is the total energy, will equal to m into g into h. Next, at point B, so at point B, okay, so this is the point B. So let us consider the velocity here is v. When the body is allowed to fall freely, after a certain time when it reaches the point B, its velocity become v. Okay, now find out what is the initial potential energy and what is the kinetic energy here. Let us consider this A to B, this distance is equals to x, so it will be h minus x. Okay, now at point B, EP, that is the potential energy, will be m g into, what is the height of this body at the point B, h minus x, so h minus x, put h minus x here. Okay, and EK will be half m v square. Now how to find v here? Again, v square is equals to u square plus 2as. So instead of a, here we put g. Why? Because it is in the case of freely falling body. So 2g into s is equals to x, because it ascends through a distance of x. So v square, u square is 0, because u is 0, so v square is equals to 2gx. Okay, so instead of this half m, 2gx we can put, so 2 cancel out, so mgx. So what is the total energy at B? EB is equals to mg into h minus x plus mgx. It will be mgh minus mgx plus mgx. So mgx cancel out, it will be mgh. So at A point, EA was mgh. What is EB? mgh. So let us find the velocity at C here to find out the total energy at C, just above the ground, So at point C we need to find out now. So at point C, as the C point is just before the ground, so we can consider C, the height is as 0. So EP will be mgh is 0, so this is 0. But EK will be half m v. Suppose the velocity just above the ground is v prime, so v prime square. So Now again find v prime square. So v prime square will be equals to u square plus 2g, and what is the value of x? What is the value of x? Here the total h, because it ascend to the total through the total distance. So now it is 0. So v prime square is equals to 2gh. So instead of this you can put half m into 2gh. So 2 cancel out. So mgh. Okay. So EC will be, total energy at C will be 0 plus mgh. So it will be mgh. Na? So at C the energy is also, total energy, total mechanical energy is mgh. So at every point the total energy, or at any